Hello everyone and welcome to the next video in AI agent series. In this video, we'll be talking about the most important part of your AI agent, prompts. So here we'll be talking about how you can change the prompts so that the AI agent can work according to your task. So let's start. So first of all, we'll be again importing the Pydantic AI library, which will be helpful for creating agents. We are again importing the same Google Colab user data to fetch our API keys, Pydantic AI I'm importing agent, and OS to register our API keys in Python environment. Then we are using the Gemini model the same way as we are doing in the last two tutorials. The Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite model we are using, and we are fetching the Gemini API key from our notebook secrets. Same thing that we are doing in the, you can watch the last or the second last video where we talked about all the different ways you can fetch the API keys of different models. And again, we are making the model from the Pydantic provider. We are connecting the Gemini API to the Pydantic provider and making our model so that we can make the agents using it. And this is the same thing as the last video where we made a function for printing our outputs from the agents nicely in the Google Colab notebook. So first approach is zero shot approach. This is you can call I trust you approach. You will just give the question and the agent will give you the response. So nothing fancy here. We will be defining the agent. We are giving our model as the brain and the system prompt, which is just an instruction for our agent that you are an addition calculator, output only the final number. So this is just a simple prompt. We are not giving any examples. We are not giving any fancy instructions. This is just a one line instruction. So for the response, we are using the await statement. So the execution stops until the agent gives the result back. Here we are giving zero shot agent, which I have defined here, dot run, and we are just giving a simple 45 plus 77. And we are using our NB print statement so that we can print the output in a nice format. So if I give response.output, if I run this, we'll get a simple 122, just the final number that we gave here. So the second approach is zero shot prompting. In this prompting, we will give some examples to the AI agent so it can know how to respond to the new questions. So we'll just give like a copy my homework kind of style. I will give some examples how to do the answers and then agent will learn so that it can give the responses in the same format. So again, we are defining an agent model. We are giving the model defined above. System prompt we are giving you solve additions like this. So if I give an answer question 10 plus 5, you give answer 15. If I give question 7 plus 8, you give answer 15. Now follow the same format. So we have given some examples to the AI agent. So again, we are getting the response from fewshotagent.run, the same question that we gave above, 45 plus 77. Now let's see how it gives the response. So now it is given A is 122. So the same way that we gave the examples. So this will help you whenever you want the responses in a fixed format, because if we run the same LLM with the same input again and again, it can give the responses in some multiple formats. So here when we gave some examples, it will strictly follow the pattern of our examples. Third approach is chain of thought. This is like explaining each and every step of the calculations that the agent is doing or different steps it is executing to get the final response. So this is like a short form COT, chain of thought. I'm giving our model, and in system prompt, I'm saying explain the reasoning step by step so that it does not give only the final response. It also explain how it arrived to the final response. Then give the final answer. Again, we are running our agent with the same example, add 45 and 77. So it is identifying the operation add, which means we have to perform addition. Numbers are these, then setting up the addition again. So this is like doing it in your nursery, like you will add 5 and 7 first, then 2, then you will carry 1, then 7 plus 4, carry 1, then 12. So the final answer is 122. So it is giving each of these steps and it gives the final answer. So this is like a chain of thought. So we know how the agent is performing each of the steps. So the next style is role prompting, where we'll be giving the agent a role. Let's say a teacher or a pirate or a Batman. Like here I'm giving give the response like a Batman. So you can give anything like you want some funny answers, you want it in some style, you can just tell the system prompt, act like a friendly Batman, explain things in short poem. So I'm just giving it some ridiculous prompt, but let's see like how it responds. So again, the same question, how do you add 45 and 77? If we run it, so here you see it is given it as a poem. Fear not, citizens, for I shall show the way to add these numbers and brighten your day. So again, you see the rhyming. So 45, a number bold and bright, 77 shining with all its might. So you can read the whole poem here. I'm not going to read. Again, it is giving the same steps, total of 12, then 2 stays put, then 1 will be carried over, but it is explaining it as a poem. So here, like this is the role prompting where we define a role for the AI agent. So this is the next style, contextual prompting. In this style, we give some context to the AI agent. Let's say you work in a bank and you have some forms and the user asks some questions about the forms. But the AI agent doesn't know like what is the format of your form. So you'll first give the form as a context and then you will give the user query so the AI agent can respond accordingly. So this we will cover in detail like in the next video where we will be using the RAG technique in the AI agents. But this is a simple context agent that you can provide in the system instructions directly. So let's say I just told him like use this rule, align agents, add units, add tens, and then combine the result. So the AI agent must follow this format, follow this rule strictly. This is like just providing some context like how the AI agent should answer the questions, how it should structure the thinking process. So I'm just giving the same question, 45 plus 77. It is exactly following the same format, align digits, add units, add tens, and then combining the results by carrying over one and etc. So these are the 5 different styles that we covered. So first of all, it was the zero shot, then few shot, then role based, then chain of thought, and finally contextual prompting. So next video will be covering the RAG technique in which you will be giving a huge amount of context to the AI agent and then the AI agent will be able to respond to the user queries based on your context. So stay tuned for the next video. Like and subscribe if you like. The same code will be available in my GitHub repository, the link for which I'll be giving below in the description. So we'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.